welcome back. Bit of a break, a few little injuries have happened, and then, life happens. But today, we're going to go back in time and have a bit of a look around a track that I've never really enjoyed, but we're going to see if we can find a way to make it more enjoyable. That track is Interlagos. Interlagos, for me, has always been this high-speed blast from the final corner all the way to the first corner, then the centre S, another long blast, and then this tight, tricky, technical infield that I've never really enjoyed. And it didn't matter whether it was the 90s version, the modern version, it's just that midfield makes it not fun. So today, we're going to try something different, and we're going to try going backwards. So, word of caution, we will try this in a couple of cars. We will be trying this in the Assetto Corsa. And if you want to see people going backwards in a modern F1 car, in a modern F1 game, all you have to do is just Google something like Interlagos reverse F1 2021. Probably get you there. But in the meantime, let's take a look at what we're going to do. So here we are. This is Assetto Corsa. This is our weapon for the day, the McLaren MP46. The 1991 car. We are here with another wonderful mod for the 1990s Interlagos. I'm just going to turn the volume down so I don't deafen myself as I do this. And let's get going. Nearly stalled. Now, I have learned I cannot absolutely send it in first and second gear. If I do that, I will spin. Insta spins. I'm not going to be trying to set super fast times. I'm just going to have a drive and we'll talk about how I feel about this whole setup. Brake out there is probably good. Probably too slow. Bog. I really can't just hit the throttle flat in second there or I'll go off. Even then, that little twitch, that was just getting into second. No, you also can't get offline. Again, right? Just keep in mind, if this were Gran Turismo, you would be abusing that curve quite a bit. So the thing I've never liked, right, is these corners are all kind of brake, tip it in, wait for it to grip up and then go. Depending on the kind of car you're driving, so obviously this car, if you get on the throttle too aggressively, you oversteer, you spin, right? What I find in other cars, like in Gran Turismo, is if you're too aggressive, you just understeer off the track. And that's just, I don't find that fun. I don't think, I appreciate there's a challenge to it and there's technical driving skills to it, but it's just not a fun track for me. It never has been, going all the way back to Grand Prix 1. So instead of worrying about, you should just get better. Yeah, I should, clearly. I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying I'm great at any of these games and that is just a shitful track. Though I don't appreciate it that much. I'm just saying it's, for me, never been that fun. Mainly because the driving style it forces me to adopt. It's kind of not how I really like it. So Grand Prix 1, that's too wide. Came up with a wonderful way of setting the car up, which is just to basically force it to oversteer. Under brakes and with the aero a little bit. That's, see, again, too enthusiastic. Which is fine, but you can't do that in a modern sim. You do that in a modern, well, if I did that in this, I would never get anywhere. So in this I'm short shifting first, I'm short shifting second, just so that I can avoid the spins. So what I might do now is just be shush and try and get a lap in without spinning. So when I was thinking about this, I was like, well, I mean, clearly, like, the last corner becomes the first corner and becomes a hell of a lot scarier. Becomes almost Brands Hatch-like, right, in my mind. This is before I tried doing it. And the Senna S's becomes like a new Eau Rouge Radeon type complex. Which is just like this ultimate challenge thing. You need to start braking by that line when you're on full throttle. Or I do, for my abilities. You can't take this entirely flat. You need to avoid running off. You brake early here. Ease back onto the throttle. Now through here, this is really the part that I actually find a little bit annoying because you want to go early, but you just have to back off a little bit or you end up out there on the grass. Brake at about this apex. Change down to second. Right out through here. Ease off. Brake a little bit, change down, back on the gas, brake, change down to third. Now we're not going to get timing come up because it's not what this track's set up for doing. But what we will do is we'll be able to go back and have a look at the timing in the recording and we'll work it out from there. Too hot there. So that's what one semi-fast lap of Interlagos in reverse looks like in a 91 McLaren. And I quite enjoy this a fair bit more. Feels like the car, I get to use more throttle. Maybe that's just because I'm doing it wrong. In both directions. But just seems more fun. And I appreciate that it's not realistic, the track doesn't run this way, etc, 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 but more fun for me. So that's our first car down. Let's try something different. Driving into a car that we have confirmed by some level of comparison is kind of similar to driving to a Gran Turismo sport car, and that is the JCW Challenge Mini. Now again, this is the 90s version of the track. It is not realistic for the version that's in Gran Turismo Sport, but it's the version I know and love. Actually, it's pretty similar. Realistically, the difference is the curbs are a bit more lethal here in 90s. Gravel traps, so not as much runoff. That's about it, really. It's a bit bumpier. See that? Bang. Immediately dies. So I saw that was kind of a scary proposition in the McLaren, or at least, you know, it was a bit more thrilling maybe. I don't know how that looks for you guys and gals back home. For me, right, I cannot yeet all the way there. So you cannot hold 6th in the Mini the whole way down the hill. But I'm expecting I can kind of use 2nd a bit more. Oof, big slide there. It's nowhere near as gripped up as a Formula 1 car. Big surprises. But it drives kind of similarly in terms of braking points, things like that. Takes the escape road back onto the track. There's different concentration is what I'm finding. I need to think differently at different parts of the track. And that is a challenge. That'll do. So just gonna try it one more time and see if we can get a lap in. Not this lap. So things that I kind of forget from driving Formula 1 for a bit is you can't really shift down before you're slowed down. But you can be a bit more aggressive on the throttle in low gears without it just looping. I feel like I still haven't got the center S's right. I'm going to call it there. So what do I think about that? Like I said, I think there's a lot of opportunity to enjoy that track more, but it's not the same. It's not the same boring challenge that I've had since 1991, 1992. It's now this different challenge. The corners are the same corners, just run opposite. But the camber, the speed you're approaching things from, it all changes it, and it makes it a completely different challenge for me. And it's become a bit more about thinking about the corner, whereas going the normal way is just kind of, yeah, I know what I need to do. It's just about convincing myself to do it. And then when I get to the point where I'm trying to push the boundaries of what I can and can't force myself to do, getting frustrated and piffing it off into the gravel. So I really enjoyed that. I think that's a great change. I think it's one of those things that it's disappointing that more sims don't have tracks in reverse layouts for pretty much every track. I understand there's licensing. I understand that there's, the realism aspect. I understand that there's the need to go and program an AI to run backwards and all the track limits and penalties and all that kind of thing. But it's just fun. And that's what we're trying to do here, right? Enjoy ourselves. So hopefully you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you did, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. It's that simple. Hopefully we'll see you again. And if we do, see you next time. Bye.